Right, let's be real. I am back and we're down 10%, considering we only deployed, what, $323 of our portfolio, and we've already shut the portfolio down by 10%. So it's not looking good for us at the moment. And I'll be real, I don't want this to fall any lower. I think if you're just like me, you do not want this to fall any lower. Um, we'll get into everything that's happening across the markets, but I do think we're actually starting to bottom out now. I don't think this is going to go on too long. I think I'm going with the sentiment that this war is going to be over pretty soon. And when I say the war is going to be over pretty soon, I think the US will pull out. I think Israel will keep it going on. But guys, do vote in the poll I've just put up. Did you buy anything today? Yes, not yet, but you still want to? Or no, you're not buying today. And that's whether you have capital or no capital. If you have no capital, just put no, I'm not buying today. Don't put you want to. At least we'll get a little bit of sentiment there. Interactive Media says, you bought Joby today and you bought Rocket Lab. I have an interesting one about Rocket Lab today. A very interesting one. I actually think we're going to add a little bit more Rocket Lab at these levels. So look, our average is 66.72. It's currently trading at 57.47. So I want to get in there before market closes today. And I'll tell you why. Artemis is launching their mission to the moon on Wednesday. And I think we get a nice little swing trade on Rocket Lab there. Now, I'm talking about swing trading. Guys, I am a long-term investor. This is the community portfolio. I will not be able to grow this substantially from $500 without doing a few swing trades now. So at the moment, I need to do a few swing trades just to get us moving. But I think a nice little move could be on Rocket Lab. Any of the space stocks, but I think Rocket Lab will move quite nicely on the Artemis launch on Wednesday. We may actually cover that live. If anyone's interested in the space sector, I think covering the Artemis launch live would be quite nice. Speaking about it, the space sector, Redwire, we got in at 913. It has pushed right down. We're 16% down on Redwire. Maybe I shouldn't have got in. Remember when I was saying I got stronger Redwire before and I really want to back in? It's now sitting at 763. Andrew did buy 100 more Horizon aircraft and 5 more Archer. Our Horizon aircraft, it's actually not fallen as heavy as I thought it would. Our average is 145 and it's currently sitting at 128. I'm looking to deploy more at around $1 into Horizon aircraft, but I'm not looking to add any more. ONDS, yes, we are overexposed in ONDS. We're down 26%. Yes, I may have made a mistake overexposing in Ondas, but look, that is completely my doing. I shouldn't have got greedy there. So look, 20% of our portfolio sitting in Ondas. UMAC, I think we're going to start bottoming out now. We are 29% down, which is not great. But look, the eVTOL industry, the drone industry is pulling back right now. And especially these guys, I do believe they did get pushed up with defense now. So it's hard to know what's going to happen with Ondas and UMAC. But I do stick by, I think, Ondas over the next 12 to 24 months. You're looking at around $20 to $25 range. Anyone in Ondas? Anyone in UMAC? Do let me know. Okay, so 75% of people have bought today. Guys, do let me know what you've bought. We know Interactive Media's bought Joby and Rocket Lab, and we know Andrew has bought Horizon Aircraft and Archer. Okay, so let's jump across to the markets. Yeah, so my goal is to get in a few more shares of Rocket Lab. So VU did have a nice push up earlier, but we are sitting quite flat at the moment, 0.25% down. Ondas seems to be having a bit of pain at the moment. We are down 9.66% on the day. Is a great opportunity here. I do think we are going to hold this $8 range. They always seem to hold around $8. So I'm predicting this to be a nice little buy range. Zeta is up 1.10%. And you guys were right. Anyone that was bullish on Zeta, you do trade quite flat. You go flying up, flying down, but you always remain around that $15 range. Iron down 10.46%. Guys, anyone buying into iron at the moment? Where have we been? Let me go back to the day. Okay, so I actually think iron could find a level here around $30 or so. So I think iron could be a nice little buy right now. UMAC, I do think we're starting to flatten out a bit potentially. I think we're going to hold this type of range here. Archer Aviation. It's getting difficult. It's getting painful, but I actually do think we're starting to slow it down a bit. 488, I think we'll hold this 480 range. If we don't, I am projecting we could go down as far as 350, but we can hope that we hold that 480 range, and especially if we get some positive news out, it'd be quite good. Joby Aviation, I am quite interested. Did it go down to 4782? I know Anne earlier did have a buy order in at Joby Aviation. Was it at 770 or 780? I can't remember it. So I'd love to know, has that been triggered yet? But yeah, we said Joby Aviation can't fall as low as 750. Nothing stopping it from going to around the $6 range if Archer did pull back towards that 350. I think fair value for Joby would be about 6. Redwire, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to be left holding the bag for a while here. 766, 613. These will get a lot of contracts when it comes to the moon, and also space wins, Redwire wins. So if you're long-term on space, Redwire is the most undervalued of all these growth space companies. So I think Redwire is a good buy right now. PANW up 5.19%. NVIDIA down 0.93. Guys, this is an absolute steal here. Tesla is 356 at the moment, down 1.59. And you know what? I'm genuinely considering buying into Tesla in this position here, because it's only up from here from Tesla. Yes, you can bounce around. We could even go as low as 320 or so, but I think Tesla is a safe enough bet. Horizon Aircraft. Yeah, we did have C. Jernigan sold out quite a bit of Horizon Aircraft, and C. Jernigan's actually trading Horizon Aircraft pre-market. So we do know Horizon Aircraft does push heavy pre-market, but volume seems to have gone back to normal. There, Thursday, Friday, we did see extreme volume in Horizon Aircraft. Tesla to $100. If Tesla went to $100, I think I would give up all my positions and go all in on Tesla. Not gonna lie. What do you think about Rivian? Rivian's actually an exciting play. Is anyone bullish on Rivian and the whole Amazon saga? Wait, I'm in the 15 minute. I think Rivian's going to be a juggernaut. You're seeing some nice consolidation around this $14 range. I think when we go quick. I think Rivian's a buy right now. They've beat on earnings the last 2 quarters. Yeah, I think Rivian's a buy right now. Your mom's bullish on Rivian. Love it. Hey Liam, did you see one of the last Brand Ramson interviews where he talked about potentially offering the Cavalry X5 as a drone? He mentioned it would be a great way to raise capital. I know Chris is extremely bullish on Cavalry X5 being a drone. I would love that. I think it is. I think Horizon Aircraft, any way they can generate revenue now, will give them a right edge compared to any of the eVTOL companies. But look, I'm not even comparing them. I don't even call them a air taxi at this stage. They are going for something completely different, going for that regional flight. But entering the drone space, it's big at the moment, especially we know the ties Brandon has with the military. So I actually think The only thing is, are they going to take away from the CAVR X7 build out? Because we know their manufacturing facility isn't massive. And if they start actually getting contracts for CAVR X5, I would actually prefer them to start focusing on the CAVR X5 and driving it out to increase revenue there. So would it slow down the CAVR X7 rollout? Really, does it matter? As long as they start generating revenue, I think you're going to get... Look, it doesn't really matter if these are a drone player or they're a hybrid VTOL play. If they start generating revenue, raising capital, you are going to get investment coming in left, right, and center from the likes of institutes. Thing with Horizon Aircraft right now, it's all about getting the noise out. It's about driving that volume up. Wherever it's buying or selling, you just need to drive the volume. Driving the volume will drive the institutes into these companies. Institutes won't go in if the volume's not there, and the volume isn't there. It's what, 500,000 shares being traded. So we need to raise the volume, and that's one thing we can do as retail investors. We can raise the volume because we can get out to each other and actually communicate, spread the word about Horizon Aircraft. So yeah, I'm extremely bullish on Horizon Aircraft. Intuitive Machines, I think, will move quite heavily on the Artemis mission too. So look, down 7.82% today. Could be a nice little buy. We did get a bit of a push up the last week or so. So could be a nice little one. ATAI up 1.49%. Beta Technologies extremely dangerous. We know Max, they go in on margin on, and this is why we don't go in on margin, guys. 13.67 and 3.05% down. Yeah, I can't see that recovering. What is there right now that would make you want to buy into Beta Technologies that the other eVTOL companies aren't doing, that gives you a nice risk reward considering the lock-in date isn't up until May? You'd need some heavy reward and reduced risk. Planet Labs down 10.35%. Looking at that, has it given up? No. It's nearly given up all its gains it had from its earnings. So once we get back to around 27.30, it's given up everything that it shot forward through on earnings. So I think it is back into the buy range. Planet Labs, great play if you are bullish on space imagery, so your satellite imagery. AMPX, we knew it'd get to the $14 range. Come down into $14 and I will buy. Down 9.06%. We know AMPX is really pushing forward with battery technology. Rocket Lab, we are going to get in before closing bell into Rocket Lab. 56.88, and I think it's going to move big. And that is not financial advice. Don't be all jumping into Rocket Lab because you think it's going to go. Ascent Solar Technologies. Remember earlier we were on about it could be a nice little move into solar. So how bullish are you guys on the likes of Enphase or Next Year Energy? Ascent Solar could be a nice little one. And yeah, you have pushed forward on a horrible day across the market, but you've pushed up 3.47%. EOS down another 7.92%. Okay, it's looking hard on EOS right now. Are you bullish? Quantum seems to be selling right off now. 26.34 for IonQ. But look, it doesn't surprise me because at the same time, you're just like the eVTOL industry. What is the product? INFQ down 11.78%. So that's feeling a lot of pain at the moment. And FEIM, Frequency Electronics, down 2.79. Volume is incredibly low and market cap, 417. IBRX down 949, 668. Joby's fallen off a cliff. What's Joby right now? No, I think it's following along the rest of the sector, my guy. I don't think that. Look, Archer's down 432, Horizon Aircraft's down 448, and where have we? Beta Technologies is down 298. So no, it's following the sector. I wouldn't worry too much about Joby, my guy. Joby's the safest bet, I believe, in the VTOL commercialization space at the moment. So if you're wholly bullish on commercialization, the air taxi side of the business, Joby Aviation, by far the safest bet. Archer Aviation, if you're bullish, you don't care where you sell the aircraft, whether it's military, whether it's to the whole passenger and air taxi services. Archer Aviation is a nice little bet. But if you were just entering the industry, I think Archer and Joby are the way to go. But if you're up to speed with the industry, I think Horizon Aircraft is a steal at the moment. SoFi, it's not going to look good if we start dropping below that $15 range. Velo did get was that a 9 million contract, 9.2 million contract or so earlier on. It's down 567 at the moment. VSEC, Dylan's going to update us on VSEC at some point. It is down 268, but it has been, Dylan said, quite a positive stock. Look at that. That's a nice little growth, isn't it? So, yeah, VSEC. Robinhood, guys. I think this is a steal at the moment. 64.45. Remember, I got a 7% trade on them last week. I'm considering going back in on Robinhood again. When this relief happens in the market, they're going to burst forward. Usman says down 17k on Archer and Joby. Feel like all good catalysts would only recoup my losses. Is eVTOL a good contender after falling? eVTOL, so vertical aerospace was worrying me, but they did get a nice little bit of news today. So I will cover the news in vertical aerospace for anyone that wasn't here earlier. So it's still falling off 631, but they did do a cash raise today of 50 million, so it does safeten up the company a little bit. They're doing an additional 30 million in the next while, and then an extra 800 million ready to go. They've pushed out the warrants all the way to 2030 from 2028. So a bit of positive news coming out of vertical aerospace. I couldn't see them getting acquired yet, but 197 million market cap. Volume's incredibly high today, but that's to do with the cash rise. I don't know. I wouldn't be jumping in. If it's one you really want to get into, great place to start accumulating shares. 193, like for ages we're trading in that $5 range, but I don't know. I wouldn't be jumping into them right now. I think, yes, you're right there. All the good catalysts would recoup losses. I don't think any catalyst will come up until after this conflict. I think they'll stack the news. So I think the overall macro will bring them up to where they were, and then we'll go for the catalysts again. So I wouldn't worry too much. I wouldn't start messing around trying recouping losses on entering new plays at the moment. Be approaching my $12 buy-in number, half its IPO or so. Yeah, be a great company. I'll speak about them after May, maybe June. I'll speak about them more, but this is going to continue. Yeah, so let me jump across. So 62% of you bought today. Guys, do let me know what you did buy today. 12% no, but you want to, and 25% are not buying anything. Guys, I'm considering buying more Rocket Lab today, but I am going to run it by the poll. Majority takes all. Again, 50% on a poll means no, because we need a majority vote. So let me jump in here, start the poll. Right, so in the portfolio, we are more than 10% down. Rocket Lab, we have an average of 66. We're 14% down. And the last price of it was 56.86. So yeah. So far we're 100% yes by Rocket Lab right now. So guys, do let me know. Rizal says, bought some Rocket Lab today. Love it. I really love it. Hey Liam, would you consider having John Ramstead from Hangar X Studios on as a guest? He interviews a huge variety of aerospace guests, and I'd enjoy hearing you and Dylan chat with him. Yeah, 100%. We could try and do a nice little chat with him. Do you know what? Leave that with me, and I'll try and set that up. Is that something you guys would like? John Ramstead come on and have a chat with both myself and Dylan. I think that could be a nice little play there. Also, guys, smash that like button. Do show us some love. We have started pushing through that plateau. I expected the subscribers to start not falling off a cliff, but not being as excited during times like this. But no, we're starting to push forward, so we're going back towards that 5,000 subscribers. Do bang that subscribe, but if you want to bring more people in here, smash that like button. Also, see them reactions in the bottom right corner of the chat. The heart, the smiley face, the party sign. Smash that about 100, 200 times. Earlier on, we got 2,300 reactions. So let's beat that. Let's beat 2,300 reactions. I can see you guys smashing it right now. So smash that as long as you can. So we bought some Rocket Lab today. Okay, so what are we saying? 100% say yes on Rocket Lab. I'll leave that 30 seconds, and then I am going adding some Rocket Lab. Where are we? 56.80 at the moment. I'm not gonna lie, that is an absolute steal for Rocket Lab. Now I'm gonna be real, guys. We could drop all the way down to $40, but I don't think we will. And I think 45 is probably the next sort of level. I think Rocket Lab's a steal. I think we're going to get a nice push on the Artemis launch. So, guys, do let me know, should I buy Rocket Lab right now? Okay, yeah, 100%. Say yes. Colbert says $40 is the buy price. $40 would be an absolute steal for Rocket Lab. I do agree with you, my guy. I don't want to wait that long. I'm going to be real. And look, saying that could be the end of me, but it is what it is. What we're going to do, I'm going to be greedy and just we're going to go for one share. Now, what are we currently sitting at? 56.70. So we're going to go for 56.65. And we'll attempt to get it there. We'll see if we get into Rocket Lab there now, guys. eVTOL still speculative at the moment. Warfare uncertainty driving market down. Money is going to safety and established producing non-speculative companies. This trend will not hold. Tick tick boom. And the order submitted. It's not a guarantee that it'll go back there anytime soon, though. I'm just going to DCA. I completely agree with you, Mike. There's no guarantee any of these stocks are going to recover anytime soon either. But I am under the belief that Trump is getting things done at the moment. Again, I've said what his philosophy has always been: threaten, then say a deal's happening, then double down on your threat. It happened with the tariffs. But look, he said it himself in the art of the deal. That's his 5-step framework. Then double down on your threat. So whether it's the tariffs, don't only put a massive tariff, make an outlandish tariff that people cannot ignore, and then say a deal's happening. Then double down, make an even bigger tariff, and then get your deal over the line. It makes it look a lot better. Same what happening now. They've already destroyed an awful lot of infrastructure, their whole military over in Iran. They're now threatening to double down and put troops on the ground and just obliterate them. So Iran's going to have to submit, or I've no doubt about it that Trump will go down. Now, the only problem is Iran will be a difficult one to get a deal done with, but I do back Trump. I do think he will get it over the line. Right. Let me see. Okay, do let me know. Do you think the market's bottoming out, or do you think there's more pain to come? I've just put up that poll there. And we'll see what everyone is saying. Right, let me jump back across. Tesla to $100. I'm still loving that. That made me laugh. Okay, so S&P is now, it's pushing down further. Let me see what's happening across the market at the moment to see is there a reason. Seems to be towards the end of the day. White House says President Trump may ask Arab countries to help fund the war costs. So they're now going back. Okay, breaking news, guys. Do you know why Robinhood's down? SpaceX reportedly considers cutting Robinhood and SoFi out of its IPO plans. So that's why the likes of SoFi and Robinhood are selling off. So anyone that's investing in Robinhood may be a little bit upset by that. Yeah, it's considering cutting Robinhood and SoFi out of the IPO. They're trying to negotiate paces, but looks like it's not going to happen. Thousands of US Army paratroopers have just arrived in the Middle East in the last hour. Again, if they wanted to invade now, they would. It's all a bargaining tool. Elon has just said that Tesla is making a big investment in Japan. Jerome Powell is very optimistic about the medium and long term. AI is making people more productive, he is saying. Yeah. Right. Christian White says, for what? Christian, I don't know what you're referring to. Is it the chat or is it something I said? If you jump back in and let me know, and I'll see if I can get that answered for you. Ondas down 10.45%. It's not looking nice for them. Zeta up 0.55%. Iron down 11.70. Is anyone buying any iron? UMAC down 7.98%. I think we're going to start flattening out there. ACHR, I'm just hoping we hold that 480 range. I do think this is probably going to be the most painful day of the week. Elon Musk in Japan. I can find that out for you. He hasn't said. Apparently, he has just said they're planning on a big investment in Japan. Multiple sources are saying it. Nope, there you go. With service and superchargers. Service and superchargers is the investment. No iron, thank you, sir, and all that you do. No problem at all, my guy. Not really interested enough in the data center stuff. Recently sold my Nebius. Nvidia down 128. Joby, that's that 780. So I think Anne got a nice buy in there at 780. Anyone still adding Archer and Joby at these levels? Tesla down 2%. This is a steal for them at the moment. Horizon Aircraft seems to be holding okay around this 127 range. Intuitive Machines potentially could drive forward on an Artemis successful mission. Cool. Why do I think today is going to be the worst day of the week in the stock market? Because it's Monday, my guy, and I think everyone's just trying to bake in old news from the weekend. I do think it's going to go a lot more positive throughout the week. I think Trump always puts his worst threats out throughout the weekend, and then we start to see a stabilization on everything throughout. No, I'm not saying it won't go any further down. I just think the reaction is going to be biggest this today. My Archer cost average is 786, holding strong with cost average down if I get the chance. Great chance at the moment, but yeah, I can see what you mean, my guy. It's one of those where eVTOLs will not move until this is done and dusted, because there's nothing to push them forward. In reality, we don't have a product out to market, so why would any new investors want to come into the eVTOL space at the moment? However, when we get that big green candle coming for every stock once the conflict ends, yeah, then money will start flowing back in. Chance meaning extra capital. He always drops the biggest news after market close on Friday, so if an attack is going to happen, it's likely at a weekend. Agree with you, and they would hope to get it all the dust settled and limit damage control prior to market opening on Monday. Yeah, I wouldn't expect, unless there was a rogue attack by Iran that caught the US by surprise, I wouldn't expect a massive escalation in the war while the market's open. I would expect it to be at the weekend after the market closed on a Friday. And that's only just going off everything we have seen so far. It could happen. It could all escalate. At the end of the day, when it comes to toppling that regime, which I think the US have done pretty well on doing, but the markets are going to take a step back for the next couple of weeks until that occurs, guys, do smash that like button as you're coming into the stream. And also, guys, you know that reactions, we got the best amount of reactions we've ever got in a live stream earlier. We got 2,300. So let's beat earlier. See that heart? See them smiley faces down the bottom right corner of the chat? Do smash that about, I don't know, 200-300 times. Let's beat 2,300 in one go. Right. Is there any mad stock that anyone has bought into today that we haven't been looking at? I'm interested in seeing something new. I know you guys are quite big on the rare earths. I'm not wild on rare earths, but I can see why you guys are. Beta Technology is down 0.326%. Planet Labs has now given up all its gains from the earnings. Yeah, we're down. We're down where we were as the earnings came out. AMPX, Amprius, we go down much lower. I am adding. Rocket Lab. Okay, we must have got in, did we? Yeah, we got it filled. So we're in Rocket Lab now. We did lower our average from 65 to 61. We're now down 8.9%. So I'm happy with that there. Tech We Love says, I'm looking at oil stocks. I should have gotten in them a few weeks ago. Not in them now. Wonder if there's still time. Like Exxon, CVX, EPD, Kimi. Okay. Let's have a look at them. I'll be real with you. I won't be going near Exxon at the moment. Yes, I can see. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be buying into that. CVX, Chevron. I know a guy that makes a lot of money with Chevron, but again, I wouldn't buy into that. Not a fear. Do you know Warren Buffett bought an awful lot of Chevron about 2 or 3 weeks before this all kicked off? And people tell me that big money doesn't know what's going on. EPD. They're all going to be at their all-time highs, aren't they? If you're bullish and you think that oil definitely is going to like $200 and you really back these companies, but I wouldn't be jumping in oil at the moment. I think if you weren't in before the whole conflict, yeah, it's just going to be the same story again and again there. QuantumScape, okay, that's an interesting one actually. I know a few of you guys are in QuantumScape. No. Okay, as long as we hold that level, we're fine. 596, QuantumScape, 3.65 billion there, beating on earnings. QuantumScape is a buy right now. 100%. I can look at the balance sheet if you want, but looking at that is a buy right now. When we heard Trump was sending any other ships, that was the time to get in. I made a mistake for sure. Yeah, look, I think we all made mistakes. I would have loved to have been in oil, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth chasing at the moment. I really don't. Sold my Chevron. Yeah, I'd be cautious with the other companies now. Yeah, I'd just be very careful. Kraken Robotics are a Canadian-based company, aren't they? I think we brought them up before. Yeah, you could get a nice little reversal off that there. Down 8% today. Could be a nice little buy, but I don't know, 3 red candles there, and you may get a bit of relief tomorrow, but yeah, like if you're bullish on Kraken and robotics, that is a nice little range to get into. 544. Thinking about buying some more, yeah. Ideal opportunity at the moment. I do think if you can hold this range here, you are with Mr. Lucky. Love it. Did we ever settle that debate from earlier? What did Wild Saddle say? That Kyle Clark is the next Pamela Lucky. He doesn't need to be Pamela Lucky, but I just can't really see the comparison there. I think he can just be himself. Hey man, wouldn't you bother with Liberty Media? The last 5 years share price has been going up steadily, but not sure about going forward. Will these new Mario Karts drive the stock down? Let me have a look. Liberty Media, did you say? It's a nice little solid chart there, no? I think that'd be all right. It's not something I'd be rushing into, but no, I think that'd be okay. Yeah. I have a very small short on cost. Okay. I'm not wild about shorting, but we can have a look at it. Yeah, look, I can see why. You just better hope. Yeah, they're just doing lower lows. I'd be careful there. I looked into it. I didn't see the connection with Mr. Lucky and Kyle and moved on. If that other guy can draw the connections, I would appreciate it. Yeah, they both own a company. That's about it. I can't see the connection there, my guy. I was confused myself, but yeah, if you can let us know what the connection was, I'd happily entertain that as well. Let me see what's happening across the sector at the moment. Rocket Lab's losing its 200-day moving average for the first time in 2 years. White House are now saying Trump wants a deal before April 6th deadline. NATO have just confirmed they intercepted an Iranian ballistic missile fired towards Turkey. Yeah, and Trump is reportedly quite interested in calling on Arab countries to pay for the cost of the Iran operation. You don't ask, you don't get. Imagine that he gets it recouped. White House have just announced that Iran has agreed to some of the points laid out by the US. And they have now said Iran should strike a deal or face the consequences. The only problem is the longer this goes on, Trump's just going to say, right, that's it. You've had enough time. The thing is, if the US do go in and start attacking their energy infrastructure, there's nothing Iran can do. They are literally on their knees already, and they'll have no water, they'll have no electricity, they've had no internet for the last 30 days. Mate, they just don't want to roll over, do they? You get 100% of what you don't ask for. Jerome Powell has said it will not end well if the US doesn't do something to address how fast the debt level is growing. Hustle Brothers, what news source are you drawn for Trump news? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going through X at the moment, so as I scroll past, if I see it 2 or 3 times, I call it out. Next time I see it, I'll bring it up on the screen if you want. Right. I said that wrong. Okay. Vu has completely given up everything we worked so hard on this morning. We were green. I couldn't believe it. We were green this morning. Paratroopers have now landed in Iran, or they haven't landed on the shore in Iran, but they are surrounding Iran at the moment. And the S&P don't like it. 0.63% down. Ondas down 10.08%. ZTAD 0.07% up. Iron given up completely. UMAC given up. ACHR, we're so close to that 480. Joby pushing past that 780, and we're now at 779. Redwire 751 down 8% today. PANW up 4.10. Nvidia, many of you bullish on Nvidia. Well, you can't not be bullish on Nvidia, but any of you buying Nvidia, it's down 1.73. There are price targets of near $200. So yeah, I think the Iranian leaders have done enough damage to their neighbors that Iran should concede. Now Iran should become part of the global economy. Do you see? I've seen it earlier that Iran said that their parliament have now agreed on the fees for the Strait of Hormuz. That is not happening. There is no way Trump is going to agree with just a Iranian-made tax for the Strait of Hormuz for the world. It's a nice try, but no, it just ain't happening. I can't see how, like, China will pay it at the moment, but there's no way China will pay it going forward if it all ends and they're now getting charged $2 million a ship to go through. Nah, that ain't happening. There's no way. on this earth. They're going to be able to keep that. They can agree all they want. All of us can agree we're going to get to $1 million with this portfolio. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. If Iran can't negotiate, then they're a failed state because the world doesn't want a toll booth in the Strait of Hormuz. Trump might just take it all out to make them no man's water electricity. The only thing I do feel sorry for them, is the actual people, the civilians, because you start attacking water it's not water infrastructure, but it's like the sanitation plants, and like you're attacking the electricity, so they won't be able to clean their water. So yeah, I do feel sorry for any of the civilians in there. If there's a way of getting the civilians out, yeah, them the other waste of space that are in there, the people that are actually running that regime and all part of that, yeah, they can deal without the water. I'm about to YOLO my net worth into crypto treasuries and Fartcoin. Chris, I think that's the way we should do it. You're down, I'm down. Chris, we just failed creators at this stage, yeah? Like, eVTOL's failing. The drones are failing. I'm on about the stock price is failing. I'm not on about the sector is failing. The stock price is failing. Myself and yourself should just retire. Yeah, YOLO into well, whatever net worth we have left. It's probably all gone down the toilet already. So yeah, Chris, I think we need to be held accountable for all the information we've been putting forward about eVTOLs and drones. Tech Vlog saying, then the people must rise up because the tankers not getting in affect the whole world. The only problem is it's easy to say just rise up, yeah, but are you willing to give up your life so the whole world's economy is a-okay and that Mr. Liam and Mr. Tech we love stock goes green? Like, I think it's easy to say they must rise up, but the majority of them will get killed if they rise up. So I don't know. Just YOLO into HOVR instead. Do you know what? Yeah, if we all YOLO'd into HOVR, the market cap's that low at the moment, it probably would move as well. I'm tempted at these prices, not gonna lie. Pay intuition, everything is failing. Doesn't change the face, it's just a timeline. Protect the position as best we can. Had to sell some plays I love to protect the ones I love more. You have a way with words, Chris. Do you know what? I think myself and yourself just make like an OnlyFans or something just to keep paying off the portfolio. What's worse, no water, no electricity, or making a stand? Yeah, but they don't have no water or no electricity at the moment. So like, I'm more or less at an 80% chance that you're unalive if you make a stand, or you just ride with it at the moment. Where Trump seems to be doing all right, toppling the regime at the moment. I think Trump will do it. Yeah, I agree. I think he will do it if he's pushed to do it. He will do it. Why do you use interactive brokers for trading? Because I'll be honest with you, I can't get access to Robinhood at the moment. I try to create one, but it's only UK based at the moment. EU, you can't do it. So I have both an eToro and a Trading 212 account to privately invest on. So I needed to use another brokerage. And yeah, I use interactive brokers because there was nothing else I could really do. I'm currently trying, I have an address in the UK, so I'm trying to, I have to prove that I get posts sent there for 6 months. Once I get posts sent there for 6 months, then I can prove that I have an address there, and then we can start using Robinhood. So yeah, we will be using Robinhood, but hope that helps. I want to buy more Horizon. Big shout out. ACHR hit 480 and held. This will be tested again. Go. Are we prophets, my guy? I think we must be prophets. Of course, it hit the 480, and of course, it held. That's your resistance there. And yeah, 350. If we break through, we'll probably bang on it maybe once more, and then yeah, we can start pushing down again. IBKR is the best for international markets. A lot of my defense analyst friends use it. I love it, my guy. I love it. Okay, guys. We have $130 left in cash. I can't believe we've blitzed our account by. We only deployed like 60% on the other day, and yeah, we pushed it down by 10% already. But yeah, Walker Wonder Why says we're all doomed. I think we are. We're all doomed because earlier stream turned into who had MySpace and who had Bebo, and Dizzy Rascal. So yeah, I don't know. That's what it's coming to now. We're not talking about stocks. You picked the wrong time to start a challenge, my friend. I did, but do you know what? It could be the perfect time too, because when it goes green, I could be an absolute genius, couldn't I? Bebo was the time to be alive. It probably was, Okay, so do we think we're bottoming out? 23% said yes. I love the hopefuls. 23% of you are hopeful. 77% of you says there's more pain to come. I love it. Guys, smash that like button as you're getting in here. I'm loving it. And also, yeah, we've gained 3 subscribers in the stream. I love it. Guys, smash that subscribe button if you're new here. Really helps us out. Really push stuff forward. We're not bottoming out, lol. Do you know what? It's nice to believe, isn't it? Monday happy hour prices. Music.ly was peak of our society. Oh, do you ever remember those days when you wanted to get music on your phone? You had to like go on YouTube. You'd like copy the link and then like paste it onto like Tubity or something like that, and then you'd have to wait a while for it to download, and then you could download it as an MP3 file. Yeah, that was a wild YouTube converter. Yeah, it was wild, wasn't it? Tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. Even though I'm invested in AMC, I think C&K has room to grow into the summer for movies. Love it. See more subscribers, at least something is up. Do you know what? It wasn't up for a while. It really wasn't up for a while. And to be fair, it's understandable. People aren't looking up stocks. But no, you guys are the diehards. I remember when YouTube didn't have any adverts at all. That's how old I am. I remember them having a few ads, but nowhere near like they have now. They're gone extreme, aren't they? And do you know the worst thing is? I have premium on my private account on YouTube, like things that I'd watch every day. But to like get it for this, I'd have to do it again. So no, anything I use on YouTube now, I use the private account to show you things. I don't bother doing it through the Hustle Brothers. Adverts are getting silly. It's the only way YouTube can keep making money in it. So what am I giving out about? I get like what, $1 a stream. I'm telling you, that's all you get. You could be doing streams like this for like ages. You get $1 a stream. Why do I do it? I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it? I'm old enough to remember Sky does Minecraft. Minecraft used to be the bomb, didn't it? But nah. I wasn't a madman for watching YouTube, to be fair. I used to watch or not I used to. I do watch like a lot of like sports fan cams and all that on YouTube. But I don't really watch YouTube that much. I think I'm sick of watching YouTube, put it that way. Do you know what? When I spend half my day creating stuff for YouTube, so like watching stuff on it. I spend my whole day on it at this day. Did you see YouTube and Instagram actually got done for was it social media addictions? Yeah, it was pretty wild. Technically Low says a guy I watch has a CNK average of 2176, thinking it could go to supply of 3340. I'm going to add a small position. CNK. Right, let's have a look. Better than doing OnlyFans selling feet pics. Do you know what? Why are we bothering doing feet pics? Why don't we just double down? We just double down, yeah. If you're going to that extreme to actually go and do it, why not just do it? Yeah. Why not just YOLO into that? We'll all YOLO into OnlyFans. You'll never have seen bigger pouches in your lives, guys. Right. Cinemark Holdings. The guy I watch has a 2176 average, thinking it could go to supply zone of 3340. Yeah, I'd be careful there, especially in this type of market. But yeah, if you're backing it, yeah. I got 5 Benjis to deploy. I may just start buying. Is YOLO into OnlyFans financial advice? I'll hush now. Yeah, I think that's financial advice. I think that'd be the way we can guarantee money to be fired through this market in a time of need. If we get all retail investors to start YOLOing into OnlyFans, imagine the amount of capital we'll have to actually drive. Do you know what? We could actually tackle the US debt problem. Why don't we just use OnlyFans to tackle the US debt problem? That will do it. We will be remembered for generations to come. I wouldn't touch consumer discretionary myself. OnlyFans rots the soul. I couldn't participate. Mate, 20 quid's 20 quid though, innit? Also, not touching tech or finance, going to push a pile of tickers into Claude and see what's the cheapest. Love it. Okay, so we're getting some nice pain now, 0.74% down. So S&P really is pushing back. Archers climbed out of that 480 range, but we will test it again, as Go Again says. Joby doesn't want to push lower than 780 either. Bingo, you saved the day. We'll have it solved by hump day. That's the thing. Do you know what? We just need a few of us retail investors to sit down, have a chill, drink a cup of tea, and we've sorted out the debt problem. It could be me sitting here in this chair, and yeah, We sorted out the debt problem in the US. Now let's tackle Iran and the problems going on there. We could negotiate ourselves. Bring them on for a debate. I'd love it. Let me see that. Redwire down 6.74%. PANW up 4.59%. Nvidia down 1.78%. Would probably be more effective than the current admin. Oh, I wonder who would earn more money on OnlyFans, ourselves or the current administration. Imagine Trump going doing OnlyFans. He could earn a bank on that, couldn't he? Yeah, maybe we should just suggest it to them instead of actually doing it ourselves. I don't know. Tesla down 2.62%. Horizon Aircraft 126. Okay, we seem to be holding on. We'll put it that way, holding on. Intuitive Machines is down 8.5%. Trump can do anything he wants and MAGA will follow. There we go. That's how we inject the capital in it. ATAI up 0.6%. Beta Technologies down 3.19%. I'm interested to see where Wild Saddle's entry point is going to be, because I do expect a lot more pain coming for Beta Technologies. I would earn more money on OnlyFans than any of you. Do you know that could be a right little challenge, couldn't it? We'll just change this challenge from the $500 portfolio challenge to who can grow the biggest OnlyFans account. You got my goat. Shaq is where to invest. Everyone loves burgers. Shake Shack. I have never heard of that in my life. Is that something big around you guys? Shake Shack? Up 2.2%. Do you know what? Beating on earnings as well. Anyone into the Shake Shack? Bit of a wild one, isn't it? Amprius seems to be climbing back out of that 1450 they were at. It's now 1475, down 8.50%. Rocket Lab seems to be climbing again. What did we get in at? I can't remember. Oh yeah, so we're going green on that share. Love it, guys. Love it. We got in at 56.65 or so. So yeah, love it. ASTI down 0.29%. EOS down. Oh, EOS having a painful day. Running. Ondas, UMAC Lightpath, NBPPTA, Rocket Lab, Voyager, Redwire, Planet Labs, Black Sky, Intuitive Machines, Ascent Solar, and TE. I'll let you know what's interesting. Oh yeah, they're everywhere, at least in Texas. I never heard of them. Genuinely, I've never heard of them. Shake Shack. Is it nice? Sounds like something I could get into, you know? Shake Shack. IonQ. Isn't it wild, you know? We were speaking about Royal Mail earlier and Beta Technologies getting the deal with Royal Mail. And when I was speaking to Dylan, he had never heard of Royal Mail. And I was like, that's wild, because like that is like an everyday like business we would know over here. Like I'm currently in the UK at the moment. Now it wouldn't be over in Ireland. That'd be on post, but Royal Mail would be like your USPS. And I just couldn't believe that. Yeah, and same Shake Shack. I have never heard that, and that's probably a big thing for you guys. I don't know. IonQ, look, the whole quantum space seems to be absolutely being blitzed, but to be fair, everyone's being blitzed, so I can't even blame quantum at the moment, but could be a nice opportunity to start entering in. SoFi is down, but we've said both SoFi and HUD are currently having problems at the moment because SpaceX may not even IPO on them. So if you're using them as your brokerage, you might not be able to get into SpaceX. Is that going to be the absolute end of the world, though? If they're going to enter the S&P, just get into the S&P in them, my guys. Are we going to get a merger with SpaceX and Tesla eventually? That could be a wild one too, couldn't it? Velo apparently did get a contract today, but are down 4.89%. And VSEC, Dylan is bullish on VSEC, and we can see why he's bullish on VSEC because look at that. That's looking beautiful, but it is down 3.53%. Right. Let me have a look. Okay, so 26% of you think we're bottoming out. 74% reckons there's a lot more pain to come. Let me just quickly have a look here. Chris is currently at Shake Shack. And he sent me a picture. You see it there? Love that. Love that. That actually proper made me laugh. I actually thought you were sending me that proper news or something like that. Love it. Right. Yeah. So, what do we get up here? Guys, do one thing for me. If you haven't smashed the like button, please do that. And also, see them reactions down bottom corner. We got 2,300 earlier on. So, do what you can. Try and smash as much reactions as you can, whether it's the heart, whether it's smile, whether it's the party. Smash that about 100, 200 times. Show some love. It really pushes us out to the algorithm. Right. Right. Guys, I've put up a poll there. And be honest, are you fearful this week? It's completely anonymous, so don't be afraid to let us know. But are you fearful this week? Best Buy is your Claude or TE Redwire Black Sky Voyage and Intuitive Machines. Shake Shack is trash. Took the picture from across the way at Houston, Texas. Hot chicken, a good restaurant. Another one. I have never heard of that either, my guy. What's your favorite restaurant? It would be quite interesting to know. I think the only one that's came across from you guys is McDonald's themselves. I wouldn't really know much other than that. Taco Bell, maybe. KFC. Like we have the likes of Costa Coffee and Starbucks, but Shake Shack, nah, never heard of it. Right, let's see what's happening across the whole. BlackRock think that the Fed will cut interest rates. Lovely. We're nearly off the dial when it comes to extreme fear in the fear and greed index. Love that. Looks like we're completely running out of gas on all fronts. Apparently, Benjamin Netanyahu have said in closed-door discussions that any US-Iranian deal will not stop the fight, as per a source. So, of course, Israel are going to keep up fighting whether there's a US deal with Iran. But in reality, unless they don't do something stupid to close the Strait of Hormuz again, if Trump gets it open, I don't think the markets will mind too much. Who's bullish on the Artemis mission? I can't wait for that. I might stream it just out of pure passion that I love rocket launches. I love NASA. I love the space sector. And I just think the US going back to the moon, I think it's a bit of positive news in this complete cesspit of negativity at the moment. So, yeah, we will stream the Artemis mission. Rocket Lab, Planet Labs, and UMAC are the highest price right now. I'm just looking at current and future price to sales. Thank you so much, Chris, for that. Where's Rocket Lab sitting at the moment? 57.67. So, guys, we timed that really nicely today. We got in at 56.65, I believe. And let's see where 56.55 will actually bring us. Ooh, we got in around there. So we timed that pretty nicely. I like it, but we still could continue down. I don't expect this to be a reversal by any stretch of the imagination. Trailing 12 months and forward guidance, that is Black Sky and T1 Energy, are the most interesting from Chris's perspective. Guys, is anyone in Black Sky? I'd actually love to know, are people more bullish on Black Sky or Planet Labs? Do let me know. And why. Actually, let me know why as well. Christian White's in Black Sky. Love it. You're a big space investor. I love it, Chris. I can't believe it. We've got 5 subscribers from this live stream. Do bang that subscribe button if you're new here. And yeah, we're here every day. We're going to keep it rolling out. Redwire is also sitting good, but I'm not a fan of the management, as cliche as it is to say. Yeah, do you know what? I think that was Redwire's downfall originally, was their management. So that's more like it. Rolly, a man from the country I'm from. Domino's looks good in restaurant sector. Is Domino's massive over in the US? Do let me know, guys. And I've been saying this in the stream earlier on. I couldn't remember, was it 770 or 780? So it was 770. You missed out on it. Do you know what? It's upsetting, but at the same time, I bet you're happy to see Joby starting to push forward again. So will it roll over to tomorrow? I'd like to think that we're reaching a bottom now and that the lock up is behind us, macro dependent. Yeah, 780 was a nice little bottom there. Hopefully get a nice reversal out of there. And we don't see them sort of levels again, but I don't know. I don't believe so. ACHR seems to be climbing back out of that 480 range. We literally touched it as we're projected, and we've bounced clean off it, but we'll touch it a maximum once more. And if we touch it again after that, I think we're strap yourself in for a roller coaster, my guys. But for good, I just happened to sell my Planet Labs because the price was right. Black Sky I really like. There's more juice left in that plum. You know that's right. Yes. Horizon's best deal right now at 129. I don't know, across the whole sector, across the whole stock market, I don't think Horizon Aircraft's the best deal at the moment. Like, I do think there's still a lot that can happen there, my guy. Bargain of the century. Tell me what is then. I can name out all of these for you if you want, my guy. Risk reward, we're speaking. Horizon Aircraft, I wouldn't say is the absolute best deal right now. No, I wouldn't. 100%. I think it's a nice price, but again, you're kind of stuck in that little range where, I don't know. I think we're going down an awful lot more. I don't know what's happened there with my screen. Let's see if we can get the revenue back up there. Domino's going through tough times, closing the hundreds of franchises, from what I've heard. See, Jernigan's doing a nice little strategy at the moment with Horizon Aircraft, where they're trading the pre-market. Because we do know Horizon Aircraft likes to push forward on pre-market. It's a very dodgy thing to be doing, but you could make a nice little bit of money on it. Yeah, 110. Are we going to sink below the dollar? I don't know. If you're not happy with your Horizon Aircraft position, great opportunity to buy right now. Look, you're not going to know the difference between 129 and 80 cents if this does make it to $10. You honestly, cents don't stick in your head. You'll always remember the all-time low that you could have bought it at, but apart from that, nah, you'll just be happy that you've bought the shares. You'll wish you bought more, but you'd be happy you bought the shares. You won't be able to remember wherever you could have got it at 124 or 129 or 142. So if you're long term on the company, yeah, it's a great deal right now. This is a deal. 354 for Tesla, well under that $400 range. So yeah, I think that's a nice little one right now. And show of machines, anyone buying, trying to trade off the Artemis mission could happen. I don't know. It could be a wild one. Planet Labs has started pushing forward. So the market seems to start pushing back up in the speculative plays a little bit towards the end of the day. Ascent Solar is sitting flat at the moment. Anyone buying into Quantum? IonQ 2647, great deal right now. Rigetti Computing down 345. Quantum Computing down 541. Horizon's a good buy here, in my opinion. Horizon's a great buy there. I do expect it to go down a little bit more if the macro continues going down, but look, like, when did you think we would get back towards that dollar range? Honestly. So yeah, if you're not happy with your position in Horizon Aircraft, that is a steal. EMAC down 5. Okay, so it seems to have pushed back into the $11 range. Archer Aviation, it is nice to see we're holding. Can we just maintain that level above 480 for the end of the week? I do hope we do. Chris just bought into TE round tripping. Been out for a couple of weeks. Love it. Where's TE sitting at the moment? KRKNF is a great buy-in opportunity as well. We can have a look at that too, my guy. T1 Energy. Well, I'm run up. Yeah, you're back in your buy range there. 556 T1 Energy. Earnings report tomorrow. So you're trying to do that on the earnings, are you, my guy? I love it. Yeah, that if you want to trade the earnings, could be a nice one. KRKNF. Oh yeah, Kraken Robotics again. Yeah, we were speaking about Kraken Robotics. Yeah, Kraken Robotics definitely back into its buy zone as well. If you're bullish on Kraken Robotics, yeah, definitely. These are, if I remember, a Canadian-based company, aren't they? 1.65 billion market cap. Yeah. When's their earnings coming up? 35 days time. Okay. Right. Let me have a look. Okay, are we fearful this week? 60% are fearful and 40% are not. See how every week we are getting that pull to climb. Remember, was it 2 weeks ago when I put that up in eVTOL Weekly and like everyone was saying no, and I didn't really believe it. Yeah, no, I think we're getting honest answers. Tyler Church says, "Yep, next earnings gonna be stupid good." We could add into Kraken Robotics on our portfolio. Could be nice. Oh, guys, we've recovered a little bit. We're still 10% down though. So, anyone that doesn't know, we bought another share of Rocket Lab today. We did lower our average. We are green on that share we bought today. We bought it at 56.65. We're currently trading at 57.42. Yeah, our average is 61. It came down from $65. Unusual Machines and Ondas are two most painful at the moment, down 28% and 24%. Look, just like the eVTOL industry experience an awful lot of pain at the moment. And same with the Horizon Aircraft. Look, Ondas, I got a little bit too trigger happy there. And yeah, 20% of our portfolio stuck in Ondas now. But look, we're bullish on Ondas long term, and we're not going to lose money in this portfolio. We only lose money when we sell the stock. So we have no intention of selling these positions while they're still in the red. Tyler Church says, "Appreciate your videos, man. Stay strong." Do you know what, my guy? Thank you so much. And yeah, we've just crossed a milestone on the channel. We've done over 1,000 videos. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's taken longer than anticipated, but yeah, we've done it. But do guys, smash that like button, show your appreciation, smash them reacts as well. We have 17 seconds left in the market, guys. Do let me know, what is your portfolio doing today? Are you up, down, side to side? Let me know. what was your best buys and sells of the day? Or just, are you sitting, are you holding? What are you down as of today? Because I'm projecting that the majority of us are down. Post market, we're sitting quite flat with the S&P. We're just going to go through them one last time here. Ondas down 7.39% to 815. Zeta up 1.72%. Iron down 989. UMAC down 594. Archer Aviation down 275. Actually quite happy that it pushed 15 cents above that range. Same with Joby Aviation, pushed another 15 cents up from 780. Down 1.85%. So it's actually not too bad for day for Joby. Redwire down 5.51%. PNW up 498. Nvidia down 1.45, with Tesla down 180. Great buy opportunity for Tesla at 355 at the moment. Horizon Aircraft is down 448 to 128. Intuitive Machines down 662 to 1636. And ATAI is up 149. Beta Technologies, painful day. We know Max was trying to trade that with margin. I think he's been caught on the wrong side of that now, because I can't see that recovering. Gundog Direct says, you need a channel sponsor. If you want to reach out to someone to become our sponsor, I would love it, my guy. I don't think we're big enough to get a channel sponsor, if you get me, but I love it. Thank you so much for the appreciation, my guy. Planet Labs is down 962 to 2789. AMPX down 884 to 1470, starting to enter my buy range. Rocket Lab, we did buy that stay at 56.65. It is now trading at 57.35, down 5.88%. ASTI down 0.87%, with EOS down 947. The quantum stocks are all down 3 to 5% or so. INFQ is down 914, with FEIM down 1.38%. IBRX down 9.82 with SoFi. Big news with SoFi and Robinhood today. SpaceX may not be IPOing on them as brokerages, so it has caused a little bit of pain there. VLO did get a contract today, down 3.94%, with VSEC down 3.25%. My picks are burning you the hardest, lol. Chris, you know what? Yeah, it is what it is. I said, this is all on me. If someone suggests something and I am willing to put money into it, that is my fault. So do not feel bad whatsoever. That was my fault. We have done 20% of it. Gundog says we need a channel sponsor, and I know someone. You can put them in touch with us if you want, my guy. The email is hustlebrothers123@gmail.com. CODI has a damn rapper today. They sold their Sterano division, capitalizing Arno Magnetics. Hopefully I missed a move, but I've been in and out of it. Let me have a look. 14.8 or 83%. That would have been a beautiful move today, my guy. If Rocket Lab drops below $50, I'm a buyer. While saddled, you'll be in with us, my guy. It's a brotherhood in there. I do love it. One thing you may want to add to your DD is checking Department of War contracts daily. They come out at 5 market time. Okay, that actually might be a interesting one. CVV earnings out. How's the market taken them? It's not telling me what it is post-market. Do let us know where they're trading on. Gundogs Direct. Big thank you, my guy. I appreciate that. Right, so Are we feeling fearful this week? 56% says they are, 44% says they aren't. Guys, do smash that react button again. We got 2,300 in the last stream. Do make sure we smash through that. Also, if you're new here, smash that subscribe button. Also, bang that like button, because this has been a really nice little stream here. I'm going to be back tomorrow for the market opening again. And yeah, we're just going to do the market opening, market close. May even try and drop a eVTOL video tonight. But guys, thanks so much. My name's Ian, one of the Hustle Brothers. Arm's got a run, lock and loaded. Ready for tomorrow, fun and games. Nobody needs to be afraid of the red days. And try to see. Yeah, that's an opportunity. That is great. Way to end the show. So, thank you guys so much. And yeah, I might see you later if I record another video or two. That's right, guys. I'll see you then.